Art, for me, is a meditation. Not just the process of creating art, but realizing a project, collecting materials, sorting materials, preparing paints. These simple, often repetitive practices that every artist has are so peaceful, and they allow me the space to think.
Look.
This is not only a beautiful, peaceful place, but this is also where I get a ton of creative inspiration just by walking, thinking, and picking up plastics. I think of sculptures, I think of paintings, I think of patterns. And I'm also just thinking about nature, honestly. My name is Bri Sander. I'm a mixed media visual artist. I live on the North Shore of Long Island, New York, and my artwork focuses on our beautiful natural marine environment, plastic pollution, and human overconsumption. Growing up, I had a deep passion for not only the marine environment, but the environment in general. I moved from Arizona to Long Island, where my parents grew up, and I fell in love with the natural world.
Wait, you made that with... That's crazy.
I have a degree from Binghamton University in biological sciences, during which time I conducted and published research on microplastic pollution in wetlands. As I transitioned from a career in science where I was really hands-on, working on topics that I was really passionate about, I started making art, and I wanted that art to carry the same weight for me. I was seeking a deeper message. I like to pin everything in my current artistic career back to COVID, unfortunately. I don't like that that has a deep connection with where my career started, but I didn't have a choice, and it really, really forced me to reconsider what I wanted to do with my life, and was I happy doing what I was doing. So each one has like hundreds of tiny little baby shells in each column. We'll throw it back. I find myself very lucky to have been in a position where I had the family support, and I was confident enough in myself to say, you know, I have always enjoyed creating. Why not make it a job? I serve as the Director of Education and Outreach for UpSculpt, and we empower action against the crisis of ocean plastic pollution with art, science, and education. So UpSculpting is the combination of upcycling and sculpting to create environmentally conscious sculptural artwork that carries a really strong educational message. Not only is that an amazing job, but I have an amazing mentor, Cindy Pizarro, the founder of UpSculpt, who's really been helping me guide my path in my own work. Sorting is such an important part of the process when it comes to marine plastics, because that's how you identify how you're going to use these plastics, you know. This is one of my favorite most recent pieces. All of these bottle caps were collected on that beach we were just on in 3 months. Art is in so many different fields and in so many different forms, but I do think that art is experimentation, and there is struggle in learning, there's struggle in researching, there's trial and error that you need to be familiar with. You need to be comfortable with the process. So we've got this beautiful piece of debris that I want these beads from. And a lot of time in the studio, which luckily I really, really enjoy, is materials prep. I call this harvesting. The act of upcycling and creating upcycled art definitely is a 2-for-1. I get more than just the satisfaction of creating art. I get to know by choosing certain mediums and by choosing to explain why I use mediums and where the materials come from and the conversations that are sparked because of my art is also a really, really satisfying and rewarding part of my creative process. I get to see a world where, yes, you can work with marine plastics, discarded objects, recycled materials, trash, and it's a legit art medium. You know, the world of upcycling is big and it's only continuing to grow, and that's so exciting to me. Don't be afraid if your path is non-conventional, because most artists' paths are non-conventional. And you never know where you can find your niche and fit it into your career or even just fit it into your hobby. I think art is for everyone, and I also think that everybody is an artist.